We are live here at Qwest Kidd Unplugged. It's another great day. It's a great day to be great, and I'm here with a special guest. We're not even gonna introduce her just yet because we gotta get into this fly intro, but this is gonna be an amazing show. I got a wonderful special guest. So let's get it kicked off. Qwest Kidd Unplugged, let's go!
It's going down. My baby Merkin with Birkin, she twerking and swerving around. Miami sweet overlooking the water, the balcony facing the clouds. It's going down. It ain't about money, you running your mouth without making a sound. It's going down. It's going down. It's going down.
Yo, that little nigga that motivate me. It's Thanksgiving, nigga, pour the gravy. It's free to love me, cost more to hate me. Yeah. Yo, what's good? It's your boy Qwest Kidd, and you are now joining us on Qwest Kidd Unplugged, and I have a special guest, and you are...
Hey everyone, I'm Christine Sanon-Jules. I am a community leader, an advocate, a fighter for human rights, and I'm so happy to be here tonight.
It's a pleasure to have you, and she's actually my sister too.
I am.
So, I just want to say that my sister has played a pinnacle part in my life and who I am and just the things that I represent and fight for today. And even for the simple fact that I can do things beyond the scope of just regular reality. She's one of the people who literally told me, hey, won't you start your own television show? And basically the reason there was ever a Nightcap Miami, and if y'all don't know what that is, just do your research, go to YouTube and search Nightcap Miami, and you'll see me interviewing Dwayne Wade, Lonzo Mourning, being at the Grammys. I mean, there was no limit. You know, the world was ours when it came to that show, so she's the backbone behind that, and just a lot of other things that I do in life, but she's here to serve a bigger purpose. Can you touch on what exactly your movement is about?
So before I touch on that, I just want to say that the Nightcap Miami was a team effort, and maybe it was an idea that came into my mind, but it's so powerful when you get the right people in place. An idea, a small idea, can become something so great. So even though I'm grateful that you give me some credit for that, it's a team effort.
Yeah.
And when we have such an amazing cast and videographers and everyone on board,
yeah,
you can make great things happen. And that's why I'm so excited about this show, because even just seeing your setup, I'm so proud of you. I can see like how far you've come. So I want to first, give you your flowers and let you know that I am honored to be on this show, and knowing what we came from and where you're going, I'm just really excited to see it. So I'll give you a little bit about myself. I ran for Congress twice, United States Congress, and I also ran for Florida State House, none of which I won, right?
It don't matter.
I don't think it matters either. What I learned the most is that the people are what matter. And at the end of the day, when we have good people running for office that don't win, the people lose. Because you get people in office that are selfish and have their own motives. Mm-hmm. And that's what we're dealing with right now. So Together We Will is my PAC, and we are raising money to help elect good people into office.
Got you.
And help fight a lot of the issues that we're dealing with right now. So some of our funds go to help, migrants. Let's say a migrant needs legal counsel or whatever. We're also going to be providing help for those issues as well.
I want you to explain how a PAC works, and then, before you even explain that, how can people donate, send money? Can you provide us that information right now?
Yes, so if you go to togetherwewillpac.com, that's togetherwewillpac.com, and you'll find merch, you can donate, you can just sign up and join the movement and join our mailing list. What we're doing right now as a PAC, so a PAC is a political action committee, meaning we can move in the political space And we can do things, we can support candidates, we can support causes, we can raise money for those issues. And what I try to tell people is, we want to fight in the streets, yes, but we also need a seat at the table. It is so important for you to have political power. If you want to change things, I say it all the time, you want to change your laws, you have to change your lawmakers. That's where it starts. But you need the money to do that, and so that's what we're raising money for.
Nice. So you ran for Congress twice, correct?
Yes.
What is charging you? What's putting that battery in your back to even want to run for Congress? Because to me, it seems like a lot of work with little reward recognition or like gratitude towards what you're trying to do. Like what makes you, because it's really just easy to just wake up and be like, you know what, the world will figure it out. Why even inject yourself into that arena?
So I think that that's what the opposition wants us to feel. They want us to feel like it's kind of an uphill battle. They want us to feel exhausted, right? We cannot continue to just let things go on without challenging the status quo. If we do not give the people an option, then we cannot complain of, because, we have this political person, we have this person in power or politician in power, we have no other options. Well, then run. You cannot continue to complain without doing something about it. And so honestly, I ran because I could, and so can you. Anyone can run for office locally, statewide, or even federally. If you have the right mission, if you have the right support, then I think everyone should try. This is the people's seat. This doesn't belong to whoever has the most money. It belongs to the person that has the right vision and that can really garner the people's support.
So to my knowledge, we have midterm elections coming up, right?
Yes, we have midterm elections. And I don't think people really understand the importance of midterm elections. Midterm elections, everyone's used to the presidential elections. Midterms, every 2 years, you have an election, right? Your United States representative has to get reelected every 2 years. Those people that have been in power and in their seats for decades, they had to get reelected every 2 years. So the midterm is the election that is in between the presidential election. Those are some of the most important elections of our lives. Why? Right now, the Republicans have the House, Republicans have the Senate, and Republicans also have the judicial branch, right? They're basically running the Supreme Court. So we have no checks and balances. When everything is one party, there's no checks and balances, right? Midterm elections, that is our chance to even the playing field, to elect more of the opposite party. In this case, it would be more Democrats. This is our time to say, hey, we don't agree with what's going on right now in DC. Let's elect people that will actually represent our values and what we're fighting for as American people.
Got you. Now, I'm gonna play the devil's advocate here. Or not even necessarily devil's advocate, but I guess get more clarity because there might be people sitting back and being like, well, I'm getting money, or like my life is not being affected. Well, what does it matter who's in the office? Or there's gonna be some people who say, well, Democrats had the office last and they didn't repair anything. If anything, everything just got worse. So why is it important to even the playing field? Like what's going on right now that is affecting Americans that they may not even be knowing is affecting them?
So a lot of people think that it's not directly affecting them, but because of this administration, millions of people have lost their employment. Millions of people are going to lose their health care. Millions of people are going to lose their food assistance. Children are losing their food assistance in schools where schools used to provide breakfast. They're no longer going to be providing that. We have tons of of organizations now that do not even have funding for programs that were helping the community because the administration is pulling funding from those organizations. Everyone is going to be affected by this administration. And so it is in everyone. There is not one person that can come here and tell me it's not affecting me, because I will ask you, let me see your light bill. Let me see your grocery list. It is affecting you. Whether or not you think it is affecting you. Even small businesses. There are businesses that thought that Trump being in office they were gonna be banking. I know a business this week that couldn't even pay their office rent for the first time in 3 decades. We have a serious crisis. The jobs report came out. Only 73,000 jobs were created. That is unheard of. People do not have the money that they need to survive right now. All of that can change with the right administration in office. We have an administration that is selfish and greedy, and they are taking money from the American people. They are giving it to billionaires, and we are sitting back and we're saying, oh, that's not gonna affect me. You don't feel it now, but you are going to feel it very, very soon. How about, let's talk about your credit. Those of us that were benefiting from the Biden administration that kept our student loans off our credit, that's back on your credit now. That kept our health care, all of our health bills off our credit, that's gonna go back on your credit now. Credit scores are dropping and people don't understand why. The Biden administration did a lot. And I'm not saying I was a 100% fan of the Biden administration, but you don't understand, your government is working for you even if you don't realize it, and it's not until you lose what they fought hard to give you that you finally realize, oh man, I thought that this was a norm, and now all of a sudden it's gone. Nothing is guaranteed. And with the wrong person in office, you will lose everything.
Dang, that was deep. I honestly, so I knew that we were being affected, but when you break it down like that, it brings it more to light how anybody, regardless if you're let's say on the lower financial bracket to even the higher financial bracket, is being affected by missteps in this current administration. So
look at the floods. I don't mean to cut you off, but let's look at the floods that happened in Texas. Actually, there's floods happening. We saw one happening in Jersey. There's
basically
floods everywhere happening in Maryland. Climate change is real, y'all. But because of that, it is so important to make sure that the people that actually predict the weather, that tell us how bad or catastrophic a natural disaster is going to be, which is NOAA, why it is important for NOAA to have the funding for the proper research and for the personnel that can warn places like Texas so that we could avoid that. Think of how many lives, innocent lives, were lost. These are kids that are not gonna go to school in these coming weeks. Why? Because they did not survive a flood. Innocent children. Because we have an administration that is just ripping funding from you. So when you say that it doesn't affect me, right? Okay, it doesn't affect you now, but tomorrow you have a flood, it affects you.
So what did they do? When you say cut funding, does that mean that they don't have enough funds to run machines? Did they cut jobs? Like what?
They're cutting jobs.
Okay.
Anytime we're talking about cutting funds, people are getting fired. So you do not have as many people predicting the weather. You do not have as many people doing the research out there in the fields. If your workload is less, right? Then how can you have an entire country that you have to look after. There's tornadoes happening over here. There's floods happening over here. Rain, hurricane, whatever it is. You need people round the clock. You can't cut corners on the weather. You can't cut corners on a lot of things. Yes, our system is flawed. I understand that our system is flawed, but it has taken decades for us to get to where we're at. You can't just erase everything like that. I want people to ask themselves, do we need change like this? Ask yourself, could this have been done another way? Could there have been a rollout? Could there have been like a stepping stone? Okay, First step, first phase, we're gonna cut back on just a few and maybe try to integrate some AI or whatever the case is. Take baby steps. Look at the food. The Trump administration completely gutted USAID, right? USAID supplies millions of people around the world with food, people that do not have access to food. Since we have stripped that food away, over 500,000 innocent children have died from hunger because the USAID was no longer feeding them. And we just threw away tons of food, expired food. Tons that could have fed everyone. People are dying because of this administration's careless decisions. When people say it doesn't affect me, it does affect you. If you need to physically have your meal taken away for you to feel someone else dying from starvation, then shame on you. I shouldn't have to tell you that I'm gonna take away your meal for you to feel it. You should be able to see that there are children, adults, elderly, dying because your country decided to use your tax dollars for billionaires instead of feeding those that desperately need the food.
So what does the future hold for Christine? Like what's your next step?
My next step right now is I just want to bring awareness. Okay. I've been doing a lot of TPS town halls under the name Haitian Advocates, and that shout out to Sandra Cherfrere and Naomi Blemire. We put this together because we saw that the community had a need for information. A lot of the town halls that we do, we have attorneys, organizations, everyone coming together to say, listen, the administration is gonna strip you of your legal right to be here. Sometimes, if somebody cannot open a door for you, you take the window, you break through the roof. I say that to say, there are ways for you to possibly get your status, and we are giving that information to you. You can change your status from temporary protective status, which is what TPS stands for, and get a legal status here in the United States. We help people get attorneys, review your case, prepare your family. We go through all of that from A to Z. So that's what I've been doing lately. And what I realized with these town halls, people just want information. That's it. So I feel like my calling right now is just bringing awareness to options. Everyone has options. Don't let any government make you feel like their say is the end all be all. Let's remember, it was legal to lynch people. It was legal to segregate people. These were all laws. That didn't mean that they were right. So even though things are being put into law by this administration and there's a group of people that agree with it, doesn't mean that it's right. So we still have an obligation to give people options and help people find their way, right? So that's number one. Number two, I want people to start using their voice. And so however I can help people use their voice, I want to lend a helping hand to that, which is why Together We Will is trying to help candidates, because their voices need to be heard and the right message needs to be pushed out there. And so we're raising money to help, candidates get the resources that they need. I know what it's like to run for office and not have the money to win. And so we're doing that for our candidates.
All right, perfect. Before we wrap this up, I want to try to play like a little game that I literally just thought of while you were talking here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna say one word and you tell me the first thing that comes to mind, but it's gonna be like a rapid fire.
Okay.
All right, so we're gonna start with change.
Change starts with you.
Trump.
Trump needs to resign, get fired, or anyway, next.
Future.
The future is bright.
Nice. Money.
You can create money as long as you have the will and the knowledge to try something new.
Hope.
Hope is very much alive, and don't let anyone make you feel like we're going down this dark rabbit hole and there's no way out. There is hope.
Nice.
Nice is the word?
That was a trick one. You know what I'm saying? No, I was saying nice.
Okay.
You actually did pretty well on that on-the-fly game. I appreciate you. Listen, I got to get you on here more often. You know what I'm saying? This is my first official guest on the show.
Yay.
And I mean, who better than the person who sparks my creativity, challenges me to do better than my sister?
Likewise. I guess before I go, I just want to let people know that everything that you're experiencing right now is real. So understand that. I don't want you to think that everyone else has it better or that this is only happening to you. You know, everyone's experiencing this stress of we don't know what's gonna happen tomorrow. People are stressing about paying their rent. They wanna make more money. They probably don't even know how they're gonna get to work tomorrow. Their car's probably broken down. They probably don't have health insurance. Someone's scared of being deported. Someone's scared of not having enough food on their table. It's happening to everybody. I just want you to say something. There's more of us than there are of them. And they only got to this space, and I say them as in our elected officials, they got there because they were voted in. Your vote matters, your voice matters. I need to exercise both. I need you to exercise both. Please follow me on all social media at Christine, FORFL, and visit togetherwewillpac.com. Thank you.
This was amazing. So happy to have my sister here. Just want to know, I want the people to know exactly how can they help your movement, how can they be a part of your movement, how can they fund your movement, give them all information, everything. Christine, just right now, just shoot it.
You can follow me on all social media at Christine, CHRISTINE, FORFL, Christine for Florida, FORFL. And you can go to www.togetherwewillpac.com. Join the movement, donate, get some merchandise, and just support us because we're fighting for you.
That's right, that's right. And you already know, man, it's your boy Qwest Kidd, and this is Qwest Kidd Unplugged, and we out. Zopawe! Yee!
It's going down. My baby Merkin with Birkin, she twerking and swerving around. Miami sweet overlooking the water, the balcony facing the clouds. It's going down. It ain't about money, you running your mouth without making a sound. It's going down. It's going down. It's going down.
Yo, that little nigga there motivate me. It's Thanksgiving, nigga, pour the gravy. It's free to love me, costs more to hate me. Yeah.
You look like an old lady. It's very weird. I won't be able to have a serious conversation.